As we worked in a pair, we both made individual posters and reviews. From looking at other films in this genre, the scenes of the poster were often a scene from the film. It was a natural setting. We followed this convention by using images from the actual film in one of our posters. However, my partner also made a separate one with a single rose on it. The images showed the emotion on the cover, which is why we have created posters with an image of both the mother and the daughter on the cover. Having them both on the cover, and for example my picture at the bottom of the mother kissing Lily, helps the audience immediately know there is a connection between the characters, as we have both used a picture of the young girl Lily in the end scene of the graveyard. So although you may think she, as she was in the hospital, would have passed away, actually she didn't, and she's saying goodbye to her mom. However, in the other poster, my partner Amy did, as you can see, is a drawn image of a red rose. We decided to do this as it was a significant link into the film. Using this semiotics helps the audience that would have seen the film be able to relate to the rose, helping them remember significant parts of the film, igniting that emotion they had for it. All three of the posters are simple, however, as that has appeared to be a generic convention for the genre, as the films are simple, so the posters are made to have the same influence as the film has. This helps the emotion to see through. However, for the review, together we have created 2 film reviews to persuade and sell our film to the public. The reviews are based on opinions, so it was important to follow the conventions we had seen of simple reviews that contain a rating and a verdict. The reviews tell the audience about who is in the films and without giving the story away. They also talk about projects that us as producers have done, so if the audience have been a fan of us as producers, they would follow on to the rest of our work. For example, Disney. People know that they do high standard films and quality. The loyal fans will follow on to their projects because they know what they're to expect. They have a good reputation. From other reviews that we have looked at, often the reviews are simple, with not too much detail on the page. Half of the page will be filled by a picture from the film, and the other half is the text, talking about the film itself and talking about the people in it. Being able to detail the characters that are in the film will help the fans of those actresses and actors also want to watch your film because they're a fan of them. However, the things that you do notice on the review, even though they are simple, they will use colour to help engage your eyes to certain parts. For example, I have used red, so certain quotations will stand out more. These are the quotations that are more important for you to focus your eyes on. All 3 of the items work well together. The reviews also link to the post as well, for example the pictures used, and they both relate to the film well as we use shots from the actual film itself. They all work well together as they're all quite simple. There's not too much going on, so it gets straight to the point and you can understand the plot. Being able to know what's actually happening from the review and from the poster helps the audience to want to be able to watch the film because they know that they'll understand it. As our short film is a drama, we looked at movies and shorts to see what conventions were frequently used in the same genre. Often, music was used to create an emotional attachment to characters, so we decided on the genre melodrama. Throughout this, we then found that once we chose a sad drama, that music was a typical convention used to create an emotional connection with the movie. This helps the audience connect to characters. We used this convention in our film. As a producer of a drama, using music in our own piece has worked to balance the emotion within the film. The characters connect with the soundtrack, and it also helps the audience connect with what's going on in the film. The shots on melodramas all focus on key scenes, one of an establishing shot and the other of a close-up or extreme shot on characters. From the convention scene, as you can see by this shot in our short film, Some Go On, we have used the close-up shots of the actress playing Rose to help build upon the harsh reality of what she's going through. It shows her emotion on her face and how it's tormenting her through the process. Using an establishing shot, like the ones in the graveyard, it helps the audience understand the surroundings the characters are in. However, our short film does not feature that many establishing shots, as our key focus was to build on the relationships of the close character, so we can use close-ups of objects, for example the note and the keys. From medical dramas and our research of them, often a green or blue filter will be used to create a clinical effect of a hospital. It also makes it quite impersonal and away from home, and it makes the scene seem more cold. We have used a blue filter over our scene in the hospital to help create a stronger presence of the character as she looks more ill. This filter also makes it look more clinical. This helps the audience relate to the convention, as this is often what they will see. The colour blue also connotes to being cold and being ill, so this also helps the audience relate to this. It's a familiar scene for an audience as they know it well. However, one convention that we did change slightly was through montages in shorts, often turn them black and white to represent that it's the past. However, this does help the audience know where the past is and what's in the present. Our short film is actually a montage, so it wouldn't work to use black and white as most of the film would be seen in the past. Using normal natural light and colours, it makes it more personal and it makes it more open, helping the audience to relate to this convention. A convention we found in short films that, following the sad melodrama, they often didn't have much speech. This is due to the fact that a melodrama is based around music. The music, as we've shown in a short questionnaire, it helps enhance the emotion towards the audience. The music helps them relate to the situation happening, so less speech worked better. Also, if we had more speech, the emotion wouldn't have shown through. Often have a link throughout the film that helps you relate back to certain parts. We did this using a red flower representing a rose. This rose also was the name of the character who played the mother. This link went on throughout the film and ended at the graveyard. This helps the audience be able to relate back to important, significant moments throughout the film.